I was just in Kamloops and I stopped by my childhood home. And I, walked around and got to see where I grew up. And a wave of nostalgia hit me. I thought back like, man, things were so much simpler back then, right? I didn't have any responsibilities. It was the 80s and 90s and growing up. And so it kind of got me thinking about money and investing. And I think it's really easy to think that things were better back then. And then I was taking a look actually at all the stuff that happened while I was growing up in that house. In 1982, we had one of the worst recessions ever, the worst in 40 years. 1987, we had the worst one-day drop in the stock market. It dropped 22.6%. In the early 90s, Quebec tried to leave Canada, right? They were going to leave. We're going to separate the country. You had the dot-com crash in 2000. And then in 2001, we had 9/11. So a lot of unprecedented, really bad stuff happened during this nostalgia time of mine. So I want to just go over some ways that you can avoid nostalgia with investing. And so the first one is just do what I did. Look back over the last 40 years or your lifetime and just take a look at the worst events every year that's happened. And you kind of go, wow, like a lot of bad stuff's happened, a lot of unprecedented stuff happened, and it feels really bad right now, right? The world feels out of control, it feels in turmoil, but we've been through some pretty bad stuff over the last number of years. The second point is to be thankful. So take a look at your life. And I'm willing to bet that you're probably in like a nicer house than you were when you're having nostalgia years. Your car is better, you got more money, and like there's just life's probably better now than it was. But in your mind, you could drift back and think, hey, things were better back then. And so being thankful for what you have now and taking a look at that is really important. And the third is having a list of stuff that you want to do in the future. So I think, if we look in the back past, it takes us away from the future. So we have a list of things, hey, I want to still accomplish these things. Like, I'm excited about the future because I'm going to get to do these, and keep them somewhere you can see by your calendar, by your fridge, somewhere like that. And that's going to keep you on the right track. I hope that helps. I'd be curious to see too if you had any nostalgic moments recently.